What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Madden NFL 22. This is our first rebuild of the new game year. I'm still on the 10-hour trial of course because I do not plan on buying this game as of right now. But we're going to do a rebuild real quick, and today we are doing the Houston Texans without Deshaun Watson. As a lot of you know, Deshaun has been in some legal troubles and he may not be playing this year. He may get released or traded or whatever, but we're gonna play without him and see what we can do. As you can see, there are 76 overall with a 77 offense and 76 defense. But of course, when we release Deshaun, that'll make the team a lot worse because he is the best player. At quarterback, we have Tyrod Taylor. He's 68. With Deshaun Watson gone, it's going to be pretty hard for this offense to score points. But at least they do have Philip Lindsay and Brandon Cooks and Laramie Tunsil, and that is pretty much the only good players on the offense. I mean, you have 67 guard, 73, 70. I mean, the offensive line is terrible. The defense is somewhat okay. The front seven is pretty bad, but the secondary is pretty good with Bradley Roby, King, Reed, and Johnson. Okay, so we're trying to get some draft picks and also trying to get rid of some of these older players. Bradley Roby is almost 30 years old. He's not going to do a whole lot for us in the future, so we are giving him and a third-round pick to the Titans for their first-round pick in this next draft. We're also going to send Philip Lindsay to the football team for their first-round pick, and we also sent a second-round pick for this next year, so now we should have 3 first-round picks for this next draft. Obviously, the preseason goal is going to be the lowest win total possible. So as you can see, after the trades we have done, our team is looking quite poopy, I will say. But hopefully we should have the first pick after this year, and we'll use it on hopefully a quarterback or something like that. Okay, somehow we're actually 3-4. That would make a whole lot of sense. So we're at the end of the season, and somehow we actually ended up going 7-10. Obviously not a great record, but pretty dang good for how terrible this team's overall is. Tyrod Taylor actually had a pretty good year, 4,300 yards, 29 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions, 63% completion percentage, although he was sacked 37 times, which is a good bit. David Johnson had 840 yards and 6 touchdowns, and Mark Ingram actually had 10 rushing touchdowns somehow. Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb almost got to 1,000 yards. Cooks got 4 touchdowns, Cobb got 8 touchdowns, and Cootie also got 8 touchdowns. Our first re-sign of the offseason, we re-signed Justin Reed, the free safety, for about 4 years. We're also going to re-sign Desmond King, the cornerback, for 3 years. Alright boys, it's free agency, and we have a whopping negative $6.53 million in cap room. So yeah, that's gonna do it for free agency this year. The moment we've all been waiting for, the NFL draft. The Lions have the first pick, Giants have second, we have the third and the fourth actually. So in the first round we have the third, the fourth, and the 12th. We also have a 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm really hoping to get a quarterback with one of the first rounders. I really want to get Sam Howell. And the Lions took Sam Howell, so that kind of sucks for me. I wanted him. And the Giants took Spencer Rattler, so that was the quarterbacks. I think we're going to have to go Thibodeau here. He is an elite pass rusher, early first rounder. We also have the next pick, so he's a 76 with hidden. He's number 6 in the draft. We took him at 3. Pretty good. I do want an offensive lineman. I do want Evan Neal, but he's a mid-first rounder. So I'm hoping I can get him at 12. So I think I might go Derek Stingley here. He is an early first rounder. He is a fantastic cornerback. We're going to take him. And he is a 77. He's number 1. He's the best player in the draft. And we got him at number 4. Great pick. We're making our pick at 12. And sadly, Evan Neal is not here anymore. We've got some decent looking players. Justin Ross is here. I think he is a mid-first rounder, so not too bad. Zach Harrison is a late first rounder. I think we're going to go with Justin Ross. We need a good receiver. And he is a 74 with hidden. Number 14, we took him at 12, so pretty good pick there. Ash Ketchum, seriously. Okay, I don't have anybody else scouted here, so I guess we will take this outside linebacker, Jake Parker. He is supposed to be a late third rounder, I guess. He's 66. A little bit of a reach, but not terrible. Well, all in all, I thought it was a pretty good draft. We got the best player in the draft, number 1, Derek Stingley. And we got Kayvon Thibodeau, who is an amazing speed rusher off the edge. I think he was like number 4 in the draft. So we got the number 1 and the number 4 player. Sadly, Sam Howell and Rattler both went 1 and 2. I didn't get a quarterback, but neither of them are that great. 75 and 74, which is good, but you know, not quite what you want. Somehow George Pickens was the second best player in this draft. He was picked number 11. I don't know how that happened. And Chris Olave is number 3. Year 2, this is what the team is looking like. As you can see, the offense is horrible. The only decent players we have are Brandon Cooks and Laramie Tunsil. Davis Mills will be the starting quarterback, the second-year player out of Stanford, who the Texans drafted in this past draft in real life in like the third or fourth round, something like that. He's a 64 overall with normal development, so obviously I don't expect much from him, but yeah, we'll probably be pretty bad. And of course, since we're in the negatives and cap space, I can't sign another quarterback or another running back. So Cassidy, I don't know who that is, must be a rookie or something. He is a 67 overall, but he's going to be the starting halfback. Defense is looking better. We got Desmond King, and we also got Derek Stingley, who's a rookie, who's going to be very good. Kayvon Thibodeau is also going to be very good. And then Lawson is okay, Cunningham's okay, Justin Reed is good, so the defense isn't too bad actually, but I still do not expect us to win many games. At the midseason point, we are 1 and 6. You love to see it. I'm going to see if there are any people that we could trade that would give us maybe some more draft picks or just help us out. Oh my gosh, that just worked. I just traded Laramie Tunsil straight up for Zach Wilson. I did not think this would work, but because Zach Wilson is an extremely good and young quarterback. Laramie Tunsil is getting older and has a terrible contract, but he's still good at 90, but he's going to regress soon. Wow, I can't believe this worked. This is freaking awesome. Okay, so apparently like the last 40 minutes of me recording, my audio did not record at all. So we're doing a voiceover. We got Zach Wilson, as you just saw from the trade from Laramie Tunsil. I can't talk. He did pretty well. He threw, I think that's 26 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. It's hard to read when I'm playing back the recording. Matt Cassidy did fine. I don't know what the numbers are. Just read them for yourself. I don't care at this point. I'm over it. The receiving stats, yeah, they did fine. Brandon Cooks, he's going to be gone. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I don't like doing voiceovers. Justin Ross, there he is. He's doing things. We're in the draft now. We have the first pick. Looks like, I don't think we traded up. We're going to trade down. I believe we're going to trade down with the Packers to the number 12 pick. We actually, I think we traded down twice or something like that. We drafted Emmett Justice. He's a right end, only normal development, 76 overall. He's going to be very good for us. Then we draft the center, George Cannon, 74 overall with hidden, very nice. Matt Monty, a defensive tackle with normal development, but a 76 overall, very good pick right there. And then we draft Matt Hartley, who is a 71 overall with hidden development somehow. So both the centers have hidden development, but our number 1 pick, Emmett Justice, does not. I don't get this game sometimes, but it is what it is. Pretty good draft. Here is the roster for season number 3, I believe. Zach Wilson is there. Still don't have very good receivers from the throw to. The offensive line is getting much better, though. We signed David DeCastro to like a 1 or 2 year deal. I can't remember. But we got some young offensive linemen. Defense is looking okay. Got Desmond King, Derek Stingley, Kayvon Thibodeau, Justin Reed, and we're signing Kyle Fuller to a 1 year deal. Zach Wilson at the end of the season did okay. He does about the same in all his seasons here, but it's still better than having, who was it, like David Mills or whatever. Here's Kiki Kuti, Valdez Scantling, Scotty Miller. They all did fine. Kyle Van Noy led us in tackles. Sheldon Rankins led us in sacks with Emmett Justice. Kayvon Thibodeau, very disappointing. I believe this was his second year or something. So we actually have the first picks because we went like 3 and 14 in our third season. So Damian Goodson is going to be the pick, number 1 overall. He was like number 5. He has hidden development, 77 overall. He's like 6'3", I think. So he's a very good wide receiver. Pick Ethan Stern, TJ Overton. Very good draft as well. Not the greatest number 1 pick in the world, but we needed a receiver very badly, and he is, I think, either the first or second best one in the whole draft. So good pick. Here's the lineup for season number 4, the final season. Spoiler alert. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it. We didn't do very well. We did better than, last year, but we went freaking 7-10. There you see it. 3rd in the division. The freaking Jaguars won it. There's the stats for Zach Wilson last season. Sorry we're speeding through this, but I don't care at this point. Matt Cassidy, 13 touchdowns. Damian Goodson, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's a beast. Wish I could play with him more, but I'm tired of this team. I'm tired of losing, so I'm just going to end it here. There's Fletcher Cox. He led us in sacks. Kayvon Thibodeau finally stepped up. But that is going to be the rebuild. That is going to be the Houston Texans rebuild without Deshaun Watson here on Madden 22. If you want to see me do more Madden rebuilds or Madden stuff in general with the 10-hour trial I still have probably a few hours left. Let me know. Make sure to let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.
I can tell you now, I've been feeling fine. I'm just focused on the grind. Yeah, everybody gonna come and go. Yeah, it happens